a lot. It's great, isn't it? Let me just get the comments up there so I can interact with them too on the side there. But yeah, the team news, right? The team news is what you all thought it was going to be. It's absolutely huge news. It's Manchester City versus Manchester United. It's the derby. The team is Ederson in goal, and the back four, Company has made it. We've got Kyle Walker at the back. On the left back, we've got Delph, then we've got Otamendi alongside Company. The big surprise is up top where Jesus is actually in for Aguero. Then Sterling, Sane, De Bruyne, Silva, Fernandinho. Hello everyone, how is everyone, by the way? I can see your comments, can interact with them all for the first time. This is pretty exciting, isn't it? But yeah, no Aguero, that's the actual big news there. Let me get the Manchester United team up, unless someone tell me in the comments what the team's actually going to be. Also, let me know what you think about this live stream. If someone could rightfully post this stream on Twitter for me, that would be absolutely huge. I think I'll do that myself right now, because it'd be good to actually get a link this out there so people can see it. I'm going to share this video right now. Sterling is top of the league and no Aguero, which is all interesting, isn't it? Smalling and Rojo as centre-back. Nemo, nobody. Hello there, mate. Someone tell me the United team, because I've not even checked on my phone yet what it's going to be. I'm just going to check my phone now, but it's a very strong team. I'm very happy with that. Aguero I thought Aguero would have started as well, given the fact that it's a huge game. Scott Layham there saying Aguero should have started, but he hasn't, which is interesting. I think Aguero's a big game player for in the derbies and so on, but it's not happened at all, which is interesting. United have a back four, which means they're actually going for it. That's good. Yeah, they're gaming with a goose. I would love to watch someone game with a goose there, game with a goose. But yeah, I think this is actually live now. Let me just double check. Let me just share this video out on YouTube, because it'd be nice if everyone would be able to see this, wouldn't it? Can you tell I've not done these live videos in ages? I'm too busy trying to work out the technology behind it. This took me absolutely ages, but it's pretty cool, isn't it? I hopefully won't embarrass you all as much as people at the United stand spewing absolutely fucking nonsense. I'll be a little bit less embarrassing by that, but it's not a bad little setup. I'm quite enjoying these graphics. Hello there to Adam as well, joining in. Hoang Nguyen thinks it's going to be 33-4. That'll be interesting. Aguero will come off and score in Guardiola time. I'd like that, the man who does it all. It'd be good. So let me get the United team up anyway, and let me go through the team if you've all not seen it yet. Let me get the teams up. Right, City's team is obviously Ederson in goal. The back four is Walker, then Company and Otamendi, and then Delph. And then it's the midfield you should expect, really. Fernandinho, De Bruyne, and Silva. And then the big surprise is Jesus in for Aguero up top with Sterling and Sane either side. And the United 11 is David De Gea, then Valencia, Smalling, Rojo, and Young. Matic, Herrera, and Lingard, Rashford, Martial, and Lukaku. It's actually quite attacking for Guardiola's usual style, isn't it? But it's good. Hello there, Nicola. Hello to everyone else. What's the weather like, Nicola? The weather's fine. It's just a typical winter's day in Manchester, really. A bit minging, but that's just Manchester for you. It's always a bit minging. There was never any chance it was going to go off. Anyway, I want to find a link to this video to actually share it. Nicola, if you're watching, can you send me a link, please, to this video? Because I don't know how to do this yet on here. I'm an amateur in terms of actually getting this out. So I want to tweet out about this so people can actually watch the live stream too. But yeah, the team, it's interesting, isn't it? I'm going to stay live now, by the way, for some time. So get your questions in. Feel free. I'm going to be here for a little bit of time, because why not? We'll chat until the game kicks off. I'm not there today. Yeah, it should be an interesting game. It's snowing. Apparently it's snowing outside, according to a few people. I don't think it's in Manchester City Centre. Hello from Sweden there to Kaiser Khalifa. I'm a little bit nervous now. I'm a little bit nervous about this game in general. I think we're the better team. I think obviously we're in better form. But Jose is a master of destruction and negative football. Even though he's a great coach and I respect him a lot, I just hope that we have the wherewithal to actually do a job here. Let me just quickly send a tweet out before I'm talking to you all. Let me quickly do this. Get me questions in while to send this tweet out. As you can all look at Twitter as I type this now. There you go, and I've sent that tweet. Thank you, Nicola, for sending me that link there. But yeah, hello to Tommy there. Will City go unbeaten? James, I don't think City will go unbeaten. I don't think we will do. I think that's pretty much impossible. I think Guardiola's right. I think Guardiola will tactically lose certain games as well, and we'll lose a game that we don't expect to lose at some point. That's just how it is, and that's fine. We can't win every single game. We can't expect to go unbeaten forever. It's just one of those things. But yeah, it is what it is. I think we'll lose a few games. Hopefully, the first in the Premier League won't be today. I just want a point today. Would be happy with it. Would be great. Pranavesh Das said prediction: Herrera first yellow by 15 minutes. Yeah, he'll get a yellow pretty quickly, and obviously there's no Pogba, as Kaiser has pointed out there. Nicola Byrne saying, "Are we going to see Foden today?" Foden is he's the one that hasn't made the squad, but probably sat in the stands in case anyone picked up. So no Foden today, unfortunately. And hello there from Manchester to MD Mustafi, who's there from India. It's a nervous game. It's a nerve-wracking game. I'm not good at Derby weekend. I normally sit there and just get really anxious and struggle a little bit to keep my composure. As you probably noticed, I've not been on Twitter much the past couple of days, so I don't tend to like the time around the Derby. It gets me really anxious. It's just a niggly game. It's one that I wouldn't have been too disappointed to see be called off because I'm not really a big fan of it in general. And also, you're all very nice there in the comments. It's a very nice comment section, so thank you everyone for that. Who is in the starting 11? MCFC, that's there. You think MCFC would know, but it's Ederson, and then it's the back four of Walker, Delph, Company, Otamendi, then Fernandinho, De Bruyne, Silva, the three main key men there in midfield, and then the big surprise is Jesus up top alongside Sane and Sterling. That's a youthful attacking line. And I think this is probably the right call. I mean, being honest, Jesus was absolutely excellent when he came on the other day. In general, he's a fantastic player. I think he's better holding the ball up than Aguero. But then I guess the idea of bringing Aguero on is absolutely terrifying. Please say hello, Tommy. There's your hello, mate. Aguero towards the end will be, that will be a hell of a person to bring on there. I mean, he's just obviously a game changer. It must be weird for him sat on the bench during a derby, but that's just what it is now. That's just the way we are. We've got a squad that can adapt and change to different circumstances. You look like you haven't slept, like Adam. I think it's just this lighting. I'm not using my actual camera. My camera here, where is it? It's my camera somewhere. It's not that one there. But basically, I can't use my camera for it. So I've got this really blurry webcam, which makes me look absolutely knackered. I am also 32. My age shows on these things. But if I could use my actual camera, that'd be great. What do you think the score will be? I think it's going to be 1-1. Adam actually didn't sleep very well actually last night. I was absolutely knackered. I slept awfully. So that's probably another reason. Nick, I love that you love the videos. Thank you very much, mate. It's great. I'm so nervous that I may be any moment. I would say, basically, Nicola's just admitted in the comments she got drunk last night on a night out for a works Christmas do. I mean, Nicola's my girlfriend, by the way, and she was ringing me drunk and upset, bless her, so I didn't sleep very well last night. So that's why I look tired today. Just mentioned to sign a left back in January. Josh, that's, I guess, a discussion for after the game, but maybe. I'm not convinced we will do. I think it might be difficult to get someone. Obviously, Gulam might have been a bit of a target, has now signed a new contract at Napoli, so it's no guarantee there. Stream post-game, maybe. I'll do a reaction at very, very least. It'll be interesting, packed mouse, so yeah. Why didn't you watch the game live? I couldn't get a ticket for Old Trafford, so that's the simple reason there. It's like gold dust, and I haven't got enough points to get a ticket there. And I think some fans maybe deserve to watch the games live more than I do. The ones who've been travelling away to games for 20 years. I haven't been going to away games for 20 years, so they deserve it. So fair play. Starting 11, just for people joining in again, is Ederson in goal. Then right back is Walker. Centre backs are Company and Otamendi. Left back is Fabian Delph, obviously Delph every weekend. Fernandinho and David Silva is obviously fit, and then Kevin De Bruyne, and then Sane, Jesus, and Sterling. So it's a strong team. I do a stream at half-time. I probably won't. I'll be getting a brew, Josh. Sorry, mate. I won't be doing a half-time stream. No one will watch it. I'll be getting a brew. I'm probably going to the toilet, so no stream there, unfortunately. I have treated the stream link, I think. So yeah, someone asking about that. If anyone could retweet it for me, go onto my Twitter and share that link. I think that would be very useful. So thanks, guys. Thanks, please. Right, do a watch along. No, I'm going to watch the game with my old man. I will enjoy it. Actually, I'm not in the mood for doing a watch along, unfortunately, guys. I feel like I actually want to watch the game. I'll be too tense. United's lineup. Let me get that up for you. People asking about United's lineup. It's De Gea. It's Valencia, Smalling, Rojo, and Young. Then Matic, Herrera, Lingard, Rashford, Martial, Lukaku. It's an attacking lineup for United for once. They haven't parked the bus there. That means there'll be space. It means they'll try and get at us, but it means there could be space. And hopefully, we'll be able to get at them. So it'll be interesting, won't it? The one that scores the goals wins. That's tends to how it works. Fingers crossed. I'm not afraid of their attack. Connor Kelly's just asked, "Are you afraid of their attack?" Which you'll see in a minute. I wouldn't say I'm scared of it. I'm just. I respect it. I think they have got good players. We've scored a few goals recently. Lingard will be up for this, given he's a United fan. He's from the academy. Martial, obviously. Rashford is another one from their academy as well. Will be well up for this. They'll go for it, but I'm not scared of them. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. I think these days we're very good at keeping it tight, but it could be famous last words. Fingers crossed we get through to it. What's your score predictions anyway? Let me know in the comments what you all think the score's going to be. I'm going for a 1-1, but my head says 1-1, my heart says 2-1 Man City. I'll take a repeat of last year's Old Trafford, but it'll be interesting. They're going to score off a corner going to Kale. Yeah, thoughts on Pogba being banned. Josh, I don't give a shit about Pogba being banned. He's obviously a fantastic player. It was a red card, so he got banned. And some would say it's karma for his stupid, rather naive comments about City players being injured. But anyway, what do you all think of this live stream? Is it working all right? Is the stream quality good? I can't tell. I'm just talking at a camera. Hopefully, it's all right for you all. Yeah, got any ragmates, Stephen? Orion O'Connor, yeah, my best friend David is actually a United fan, so he's been through his sins. I've been a best friend for him for like 15 years. I live in Manchester. If you live in Manchester, there's a lot of United fans. You meet them all the time. So yeah, I know a lot of United fans. In general, they're all right. They're just people, aren't they? You know, a lot of them can be absolutely sound. You know, so don't worry about it. But in terms of Blue Moon Rising, someone asked about that. Blue Moon Rising, if you don't know, I'll try and clear it up a little bit again. They are. It was a job. It was owned by some people. They funded it. Paul and I worked for them full time. People like Alex, Walter, Elliot jumped on as guests every now and then. We were all paid for it as contributors, which was nice. You know, it was good. But the owners pulled the plug. Basically, didn't fund it anymore. We had no say in it. They owned the intellectual property, the rights. We couldn't really take it over. And that was it. And it's just the way it is. So it's just sat there. It's no one's fault. It's just sometimes a business decision doesn't quite work out for someone, and they do it. No bitterness, just life. You know. I don't want to start Blue Moon Rising again either personally. Mainly because I haven't got the energy to do fan cams and all that kind of stuff. I found it quite tiring. I loved it, but it is tiring. I much prefer rather sitting here and talking to you about the games. It's a lot more interesting for me. But that's just life. I get on it. Quality isn't perfect, but nothing isn't either. Nothing wrong either. Yeah, sorry, Mr. Game Controller. If I could use my fancy camera, I'll try and work out how to do that one day. But I don't think I've got the gear to do that. That 1080p camera with a 4K one, that'd be great. But you know, you'll have to live. Apparently, it's snowing like shit outside. That's good. I haven't looked outside, but. Yeah, G's in the starting 11. What happened to Aguero? I think it's just a tactical thing there from CR3D1N84. It's a memorable username you've got there. I think Jesus is just Guardiola. I think he sees him as more likely to, I don't know, have an impact. I guess his hold-up plays a little bit better. His intelligence, his touch, bringing teammates into it is very promising. And I think in general, he tends to work really well with Sane and Sterling either side of him. I think he's got a bit of a big game player to him. People asking me, I'm not going to the game. No, unfortunately, I don't tend to get away tickets at Old Trafford. They are like absolute gold dust, and I haven't got enough points, unfortunately. I'd love to go, but getting a ticket for that game, yeah, no chance. I just couldn't afford it, and it'd be hundreds of pounds if I was getting one for touting. So I'm just going to watch it with my dad and enjoy it. No, Nicola, I won't. Will Maffei will be our second choice right back next season? I certainly hope so. I think he's a fantastic player. And Simeon saying, I hope we're wearing blue kits today. Yeah, I've got this shirt on, one of the away ones, but I hope we're playing in the blue kit too. I think United City should always be blue versus red. And I think it will be, actually. Based on last season when De Bruyne scored in the Iheanacho, we're in the blue City. Lightning Fiend, are you a City ticket holder? I'm not. I used to be. I'm not anymore because I was full-time musician and I was skint. So when my band was signed, I cancelled my season ticket because I couldn't afford it anymore and I couldn't always go to games. And now when I go to games, I actually quite like switching up a little bit. So I go on a kind of ad hoc basis when I can due to live. And I like to be able to also switch around where I sit for the vlogs. It makes it more interesting. One day I'm sure I will be when live settles a little bit. But for now, I'm quite happy. I just kind of sit wherever, and I quite like that, really. Sometimes I fancy sitting in 150, sometimes in like 110 or the second tier, and I'm cool. And I've also got a girlfriend too, as Nick has pointed out. So the girlfriends are expensive, and sometimes like if you go to a game, it takes about 5 hours your day up. And Nicola's like, "Can we go for a walk somewhere this week?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And bear in mind, I often drag Nicola as well, my girlfriend, to the academy games. It's like I can't really take her to that many games constantly, so not a little bit harsh, but so. Right, do you think, Charm 6 saying, this is just a joke, do you think Sane's new girlfriend is the reason for the bad form, as everyone else is saying? Well, I know girlfriends can have an impact on tiredness, not in that way, just in general, but I don't think so. I think Sane is a young person. You forget he's young, which is obviously doesn't tend to help for consistency, and two, he's a winger. A young winger is possibly the most likely to be indecisive. So I think Sane's just... He's just inconsistent. He's young. He's getting there. He's a winger. It happens. I wouldn't worry about it. He'll go up and down like that. And he's such a quality player that he'll be scoring goals. Probably even score today, knowing Leroy Sané is a quality player. He's got a bit of a drop in form, but he'll come good. He's too good not to be. Will I be playing games on this channel? No, but I will be playing games in the new year on my other channel, Steam Gaming. That's been put off mainly because Nico and I are currently working out how to move in together. And when we do, that's when I'll be starting the gaming channel. What United player are you most scared of? Most scared of? Weirdly, it's probably going to be the ones that are United fans because they're going to be up for it, aren't they? Like Rashford and Lingard. Apparently, what scores the Everton game? I've not been paying attention. I've spent the last hour and a half trying to set up this live stream for you all, so something to tell. But yeah, Lingard and Lingard and Lingard and Rashford. They're the ones that scare me the most because they're so up for it. They're so up for it because it's a derby. It's yeah, I'm not scared of Lukaku, but it's 1-1. Oh, hi Harami, hi Joshy there as well. De Gea is the scariest United player. Yeah, I wouldn't say he's scary, but he's phenomenal, isn't he? He's a hell of a keeper, unfortunately. What's your thought about England in the World Cup next year? I'll get onto that another day. I'm not too bothered about the World Cup at the moment. I'll watch it like everyone else does, but at the moment, I'm not really sure. What's my favourite City shirt? Oh, I don't know. I've got a lot of favourite City shirts. Of all of them. I was obsessed with the red and white one with the red sash on. What year was that? I think I remember David Silva wearing it. 2010 maybe, a third kit. I love that kit. It was gorgeous. How long am I streaming for? Robert, I'm going to stream until about for another 20 minutes or so. I think it's quite fun chatting about this. But anyway, if you're just joining in, you want some team news. It's turned into a Q&A, but let's get some team news on the go. It's Ederson in goal. On the right back is obviously Kyle Walker, over from Yorkshire. Kyle Walker, and then it's Company, Otamendi. Left back is Fabian Delph, another Yorkshireman there. Centre midfield is obviously the ever reliable Fernandinho alongside De Bruyne and Kevin Silva, the two magicians. And either side of Jesus up top is Sane and Sterling. So that's a hell of a strong team. Onto the United team. Let's have a look at the United team. It's De Gea, Valencia, Smalling, Rojo and Young, Matic, Herrera, Lingard, Rashford, Martial, Lukaku. It's an attacking lineup for United. It really is. Let me have a look at what's going down on Twitter. A lot of people mocking Liverpool. Apparently, Lovren's just done something silly. I don't know. I'm watching this. Tits out, tits out. Tyler, you have to do more than that, mate. You have to at least buy me a drink. And even then, I'm a very picky person, let's be honest. Young is going to be isolated. That's the idea, Robert. I think in general, United, they concede a lot of chances. And if they concede 33 shots on goal to us, they are getting hammered. We're scoring 3 or 4 goals. Arsenal were incredibly wasteful. Nicola getting upset about Tyler's comments there. But if they concede that many shots to us, they will concede goals. We will score goals. I think they're quite susceptible to conceding chances. Watford created chances against them as well. In general, they actually concede chances. So I expect we'll create a few. I think we'll isolate people like Young and Valencia. Forget, as well as they've been playing, they're not actually fullbacks by trade. There will still be some insecurities there. We'll be able to get behind them with our intelligence, I'm sure. So we'll be isolating them. We'll be attacking them definitely because they are potential weak links in that back four. They've been playing well, but they're not ever. They're not going to kind of like be watertight. For Gundogan's future, he just needs a run of games, doesn't he? Really, I think there's a lot of problems in Gundogan's head still. I think he's still a little bit insecure and a little bit, I don't know, hesitant. I think he kind of worries that he might get another injury again. I think maybe he needs to have a crunching tackle or two to prove that he's actually okay and it's just in his head. But he's a quality player. He's just not got a run of games that he maybe needs to actually get his sharpness back. But I'm sure he'll come good. Favourite part of Christmas dinner? It's pigs in blankets, always. They're absolutely outstanding. That's always the best part. Dare to Delph. I can get behind that. Who's your favourite Man City manager ever? It could be Guardiola one day, but at the moment, do you know who I really... I've got a lot of favourite managers. When I started watching City when I was a kid, Brian Horton was a manager. And he had people like Beery, Walsh, Rosler, Summerby and Gigladze and all that coming through, and I enjoyed that team a lot. It was very attacking. We were a bit shit, but it was attacking. And then Kevin Keegan's was fun. Mancini obviously did some incredible things. He put us back on the map, so I'll love him forever. Even though he was flawed, I'll still love him forever. And Guardiola could take it to another level. The thing I love about Guardiola is I feel like obviously he's vastly more intelligent than I ever will be, but I feel like if I met Guardiola, I'd get on with him because I'm quite a passionate person. And I also like to think I'm relatively logical. And Guardiola, I like to think he's this. He's just supremely intelligent and also supremely emotional. And I'd love to sit and chat to him about everything because I think he's just a fantastically interesting human being. And I think he could be someone pretty special in a few years' time. We could look back and go, he was the man for us. Pigs in blankets from Grandad Cornflake, they are the thing. What do you think is going to happen to Brahim? He's going to be a phenomenal footballer one way or another. Where do you sit? The Etihad, Samin? I move around. I quite enjoy it. I move around because it's a lot more interesting. I do. I like to kind of spice up where I sit. I just find it more fun. So yeah, that's where I sit. Um, no love for tactically Net Pellegrini. Pellegrini, he's a good man, a lovely man by all accounts. A little bit beige, but I can't really call him too much because he seems like a good bloke, but there was limitations there, and to me, there was just not enough spark. I'd rather someone who's got a little bit more fire to them. But he just seems like a good guy in general. It's just he will never be one of my favourite managers. He'll just be a manager that I quite respect. But that's probably about it, really. I never accept losing to United. Well, obviously not Jonas, but I don't think hopefully we won't do. I can't stream the game because I need to find a stream for the game myself, and I also don't get my YouTube channel blocked. So that's unfortunate. Liverpool result pretty funny. What's the Liverpool score? Everyone let me know. Pep is a beautiful man, right? That's true, Nicola. Gabriel Jesus doesn't want Sanchez. I'm not surprised that Gabriel Jesus doesn't want Sanchez, to be fair. We better not lose this or I'm fucked. You'll be alright, Josh, don't worry. Hopefully Pep will extend his contract. Yeah, I think he will do. I actually think he will do too. That's from Marcus there. I don't think tactics were Pella's problems, according to Nemo. He just failed to motivate players. Yeah, I think he was just a relatively simple person. And I think eventually that kind of niceness, it had a time limit. It's still 1-1 according to people there. Thank you for all the comments. Do we miss Negredo? I appreciate Negredo, the beast. I don't think we miss him. I think he obviously had his spotlight. He was very useful for half a season. And then it just didn't work out for him after that, so he's gone. So that was it. I miss Negredo in terms of the way that I thought he was a great player. But I'm not pining for him anymore, if that makes sense. I'm very happy with the strikers we've got. What do you think about Danilo's future? It's an interesting one, isn't it? What do you think about Danilo's future? I think he's probably pining for some warm weather somewhere, which is understandable. I don't know if you'll get it or not, but I'm not expecting him to stay around for very long, and I'd personally be very happy with Maffeo stepping in as potential right-back replacement. But anyway, I can see him probably being here next season, but for me, Maffeo would be the long-term replacement there. There was some question marks over Maffeo's attacking instincts, but he's been learning this and he's been getting better and better every week. This comment thing's great, by the way. I'm loving this live stream. This makes it so much easier. I don't have to do any fancy editing afterwards. I can just press submit and it's all done. So thanks for watching this, guys, by the way. I appreciate you all. And also, don't forget as well, if you want to do me a favour, share this live stream link on Twitter and tell some blues to come and watch it, because it's sort of very good. It helps the channel load, so cheers for that. Bit of a cheeky beg, but yeah. Simon saying he's met Pepper Burnley. Him and Kelechi were the only ones to come and say hi. Kelechi seems like a nice lad. Maybe the others are just focused, mate, but Pep seems like a very nice guy anyway. I did hear Sterling's comments. Interesting. I wonder when they were said. I wonder when they were said indeed, because I wonder if it's just one of those things where the paper's released at a certain time. But I don't think he's going to go to Spain anyway. I don't think they'll want him over there. So I'll take that with a pinch of salt. It wasn't a great comments, but the timing's interesting. I wonder if it's been leaked at a certain time. I don't think either of the Spanish teams would want him. But the way I see it, if he wants to play for Real Madrid or Barcelona, he's going to have to be excellent, absolutely excellent. So as long as he's excellent here and goes for God knows how many millions, I don't really care. Angelino created the most chances out of all the defenders in Eredivisie. He has. He's doing very well there. He's another one that's got a lot of ability. I think a lot of people say, oh, these players are overrated because they don't play for City or whatever, and you've hyped up these academy players too much. But Angelino and Maffeo were both fantastic at youth level. Angelino's obviously proving it over there. Maffeo's been working on his weaknesses, which was his attacking side of it. Angelino needs to work on his weaknesses, which is his defensive side. I don't think he's doing that enough, but he's still obviously a fantastic little footballer, and he'll make a very good career for himself somewhere. You should do more of these before the game. I would love to. Along with, if I'm not going to a game, I'll try and do these for you because they are good fun. I enjoy it. How do you think Big Dino will play? Fernandinho, I think he'll be excellent. He always is. He's a fantastic player and one of our absolute stalwarts. Would you do a collab with Mark Goldbridge? I would never do a collab with Mark Goldbridge because I think the guy's an absolute fucking wanker. I can't stand everything about Mark Goldbridge. I don't like him in the slightest. I think he's an arrogant, whiny little man-child. And I think everything about him is just annoying. Sorry, I don't like him. I think he's thick as pig shit. I think he's a bit of a weirdo. I think he's smug. I think he talks out his nose, but that's what he wants, so I'm not a fan of him. I'm really not a fan of Mark Goldbridge. And also, yeah, I just don't want to be associated with that level of childishness. He's also a bit weird. He lies about his identity and all that kind of stuff. Very strange. Very strange. What's on the back of my jersey? Nothing. I don't get names on the back anymore. I'm a bit old for that, personally. Savage. Well, I think he's a weirdo. I think he's an absolute child. Howson. I would. You know what? When Bleeding Horizon was together, we used to do a lot of videos with Full Time Devils because we were based very, very nearby with them because we were owned by the same people. Howson, he's a bit of an arse, but he knows that. And he's all right when you meet him in person. He's fine. He's forthright. But Howson, I would do a video of him, even though he drives me mad. The Full-Time Devils, like in general, are sound. They're all right. Like Gaz is lovely from Full-Time Devils, a ginger one. McCullough's a really nice guy, really polite. Howson's just a proper United fan, a bit arrogant, but he's all right. He's okay. He's not a bad guy at all. Just a bit annoying, a bit smug, but he's he's just Howson. That's what some United fans are like. But he's harmless, genuinely harmless. Maffeo is almost as tall as Zabaleta. Maffeo is basically a clone of Zabaleta, in my opinion. Incredibly, Nicola laughing at me saying the ginger one. That's Gaz. Who's the most biased United fan you know? It's probably Goldberg, isn't it? It's just stupid. But what would you say about Jesus starting over Aguero? I can see why he's done it. I think Jesus obviously has better link-up play than Aguero. I think he's been very good form for the past couple of games. Well, maybe not against Shakhtar, but then again, it wasn't a great game in general. He looked very sharp in the previous game when he came off the bench. And I think he's probably maybe the right choice based on form, but it is what it is there. I think either way, we couldn't really go too wrong with either of those players starting. I did see Alfredo. I did see Mourinho's comments about City players falling down was a light bit of win. Basically, what Mourinho's trying to do there is to say to the referees, book him. He's basically just trying to get his booked. He's trying to influence the referee before it started. He's obviously a bit of a child. He resorts to any tactics that he can. Why am I out of the game for the billionth time? I'm out of the game because it's really hard to get tickets for the away game at Old Trafford. I don't have enough points, and they're like absolute gold dust. So so be it. Token Ginger, Scars indeed. What is the most important City goal ever? Dicko player goal for me. It's either that one or, I don't know, it's probably obviously the Aguero 93-20 moment. Who's your man of the match today? I've not watched the game yet, Noah. Have you seen the match? You let me know. Who was man of the match today, Noah? It could be De Bruyne, it could be anyone. It could be anyone. Delph Masterclass from Noah. I'd be happy with that. Delph Masterclass would be great. I did see the Colin Moore quotes. It's just Colin Moore. He's obviously very butthurt. Pep doesn't like him or doesn't know who he is. Now Pep doesn't know who he is. He's just obviously a really childish man. He's very obviously he's got a pretty dodgy background, hasn't he? Don't forget as well, by the way, if you're watching this and you don't always do, click this thing that way there. I can't. It's all backwards. The subscribe button there. Click that. Well, click on the actual below. Click subscribe because welcome to my channel. United miss Pogba. Yes, they will. Hugely. He's their best player, isn't he? But on to my actual thoughts. I'm getting nervous now. It's getting nervous, but it is what it is. It's a huge game for both these managers. I think a draw wouldn't be a bad result for us. I think in general, I think I'd be happy with a draw. I think it means we're 8 points clear. United have to win this, in my opinion. A win, obviously, would be almost insurmountable for them. I can't see us losing 4 games and then winning 4 games more than we lose. I think that would be very, very unlikely. I think we'd win the league if we win this game today, almost certainly. So I think it's a huge result for us. I think we have to just at least come away from a point. Colin Moore is a creep. That's right, Nicola. Colin Moore is a bit of a perv. We went to Football Blogging Awards and he was looking Nicola up and down once and he's just a bit of a lech. The band's split up, unfortunately, mate. Zaggy there asking how the band's going. It split up about a month and a half ago. That's life. I'm gutted, but that's life. I want us to smash them. Cedric, I want to smash them too. I want them to cry. Salty tears all over Old Trafford, but, I'll take a scrappy 1-0 win. That'd be lovely, personally. KD or Pogba, who's more important for their team? Pogba is more important for United because we have the quality to replace KDB. Doesn't mean Pogba's a better player. I think it's just they're a much better team with Pogba, whereas I think we could maybe get by without De Bruyne a little bit better than United, but that's my personal opinion. So I think De Bruyne is a better player by some way, in my humble opinion. De Bruyne has been the best player in the league this season. Yeah. Who would I hand on heart take from the United 11? See, the thing is, it's weird. It's weird because you basically, if it's for a Guardiola-style team, you don't really want to change many because I think even De Gea is fantastic. De Gea definitely, and this is not being salty, it's just a fact. De Gea can't distribute in the way that Ederson can. This way, this whole cohesive symbiotic system where everyone's passing it around. De Gea can't do that. Ederson can. I think Ederson's more suited to Guardiola's style. That's not to say he's a better keeper. It's just I think he's probably more suited. So I think I would have Ederson, even though I would happily take De Gea in there. In terms of players I actually like United, I think Eric Bailly is a good player. He's a very good player. He can pass it around. I think he did learn a little bit as well. And he's got a lot of pace, a lot of ability on the ball. He'd fit into this team very well. I really like Martial. He's obviously a great player. Pogba's fantastic. Matic would be a decent little backup for Nandinho. I wouldn't take Lukaku personally. I'd be interested to see what Rashford could do under Guardiola, but I wouldn't want him. So they have got good players, obviously, but I don't really crave many of them. How is the Switch? Nicola's asking how I find the Switch. How are you finding the Switch, Nicola? Nicola has my Switch, which is probably on right about now. She keeps nicking it from me. Bless her. What score am I saying? 1-1. That's my score. Jesus scored a beautiful tap-in. I would love a tap-in at the Stretford end from Jesus. That would be beautiful, wouldn't it? Will you show the match? I won't be showing the match, unfortunately. But I'm going to go for another 10 minutes before I quick off and get ready for the game. Any questions, let me know. Does Edison experience emotion? I don't think Edison experiences anything. I think he's some android sent from the future. The T2000 or something. T4000, whatever. Some weird advanced version of Terminator. He doesn't feel any emotion, whatever, but he's a great man. And I love Edison hugely. I love that kind of complete nonchalance. How many City shirts have I got? Lucas, I've got absolutely loads from since I was a child. Do the maths, I've been getting at least a kit or two. I'd say one, sometimes two kits every year since I was about 10. 40 maybe, at least 40, 50 kits. Henry Cueca says, fuck you. Henry, why are you so angry, mate? Chill. Don't be so aggressive, there's no point. You got a Pro Controller for the Switch, you're choosing the cons. Harry, I'll answer that question right now for you, mate. Oh wait, I've lost my Pro Controller. I was going to show the Pro Controller, but I've lost it, and it's a really good controller. It's fantastic. Sony Masterclass, that'd be really, really nice, wouldn't it? He's been out of form recently, but yeah. You ever notice how whenever an opposition player is injured, Edison's always tending to them? It's because he's a nice guy. I think Edison doesn't really care. He just gets on with it, you know? He's just chilling always, constantly. Right, team news before I hang up is, one last time, it's Edison, it's Walker, Otamendi, Vincent Kompany, and Fabian Delph, and it's Fernandinho, De Bruyne, Silva, Sane, Sterling, and Gabriel Jesus. What's everyone's predictions? Let me know. It's a strong team, I think. Some more questions. Best derby memory has to be the 6-1, doesn't it? That was obviously a hugely memorable and emotional night. Do you think Sergio's finished now? He's obviously not finished. Not finished in the slightest. He's just obviously, he'll go up and down in form, but he's still a fantastic player. I wouldn't be surprised if in 5 games he's scoring a hat-trick somewhere because he's still a class player. Harry, I would recommend it. It's a really good controller, especially if you're going to use it on the TV. It's a very good controller. I'm talking about the Nintendo Switch there, by the way, which is a fantastic little console. Mendy won't be back soon, Harvey. He's got another 3-4 months out at least, I would say. He's obviously, it takes a while. Thanks, Prince. He says he loves my channel. Prince, I love you. Thank you very much for watching the channel. You're all absolute heroes. I hope you're enjoying the live stream once again, by the way. It took me ages to work this out last night, and it's good fun. It's great. I'm quite enjoying this. I have no idea what's at the start of this video when I'm going to press submit and it exports finally. It could be absolutely anything, but I'm willing to take that risk. Where's Stones? Stones is injured, unfortunately. Yakub, I probably said that wrong, but Stones is injured soon. I think he'll be back after Christmas. Anyone else as nervous as I am? Because Harry Hughes is shitting it. I'm pretty nervous too. Realistically, would you take a draw? I would take a draw, 100%. Alfredo saying, would you do more live streams, please? I will do it for you, Alfredo. Just for you. He was doing kick-ups today. What, is that Mendy? Yeah, well, it's a long way to go from a kick-up to a sprint, and it's a long way to go from there, trust me. I don't say trust me, but I'm not a doctor, but yeah, that's very simple motion, isn't it? The sprinting and the twisting, yeah, that sort of puts a strain on the knee, so he's got months to go. Liam saying, I think this Nicola girl likes you. I think she does like me. I think she does. You know what? She's been jumping in my pictures as well with me. Look at her there. I don't know how she did that. She's stalking me around, Nicola, everywhere. Yeah, I think Nicola's my girlfriend, by the way. Hello. I look at the comments again. When do you think we'll sell Mangala? End of the season. I think he'll go. Respect to all you do, sir. Thanks, Kansas, Jay. How's Kansas today, Jay? I should be calling myself Manchester Stephen, shouldn't I? Really? City till I die. That's true. Electric Soldier. I love these live streams, by the way. They're great. You give me loads to talk about. It's a lot of fun. What score is it anyway? Did it finish 1-1? I presume Lucas is saying. Was it 1-1 the final game, the Everton game? Yes. Oh, but Liverpool, didn't they drop Coutinho and Firmino as well today? They dropped 2 of their best players to rest them. That backfired, hasn't it? Absolutely huge. Do you think Angelino has a future still at City? Probably not, but I think he'll do very well for himself. Maybe. He's a good player, but I don't think he has a future. Paulson selling Roberts and buying Bernardo. Roberts hasn't gone yet. But Bernardo is a fantastic player. I think the way I stand on Bernardo Silva is that I would rather we find out if he's got it to play for City than Real Madrid. I think I'd rather him be here. And if it works for Bernardo, we've got a fantastic player. If it doesn't work and he gets overtaken by a Brahim or Foden, then so be it. It's win-win for us, in my opinion, because it means someone else hasn't got him. He's a fantastic player. I'm not too concerned. I think he'll either come good and go, or come good and be amazing, or not become good, be overtaken by one of our academy players. And then that's someone else's problem. Bernardo's a fantastic player. It just takes a little bit of time for some players to adapt, and I'm sure he will get there. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It's just one of those things. If we trash United, is the season over? For United, it is, yeah, definitely. I would 100% love to smash United. It's 3:30 in the morning, according to Noz in Australia. Wow, mate, you must be exhausted. Alfredo, do you think if Foden wasn't English, you would have less hype around him? Yeah, potentially, obviously, but he is English. He's a local lad. He rightfully has that hype around him because he's a fantastic player. He's a majestic player. A lot of people are saying, oh, Diaz looked better at the midweek. Maybe he did, but I'm pretty certain if Diaz had been playing that far out position as well, he would have struggled a little bit more than Foden. Foden is a very different player. I think Foden is the kind of player that needs to have the pitch available to him. Against Shakhtar, who's playing on the left, he can only ever pass inwards. But Foden is a player, he needs to have space around him to actually do what he does. He's wasted on the left, especially as a defender. Foden's fantastic. Brahim is a fantastic player in terms of being decisive, running at people, creating stuff. Foden is a lot more majestic. Foden's more of a Silva, whereas Brahim's more of he's the kind of guy who makes things happen, but doesn't mean necessarily one's better than the other. They're just both special players. So I'm not going to choose one, basically. I want them both to do very well. Anyway, guys, I'm going to start to wrap it up because I want to get some food down before the game and getting a little bit nervous. Thanks for all watching. I've enjoyed this for a long time. It's been good, hasn't it? It's been very, very good, this stream. If you want to do more streams, let me know. And also, get other beliefs to subscribe to this channel because it helps it. I'll try and get these streams doing it as often as I can. This is the first time I've done any of this technology stuff, and it was difficult, but I think it's been alright, you know? I think it's been pretty good. I've quite enjoyed it. I'm hoping that we'll come back after this game and it'll be a happy, it'll be a blue Manchester. I'm going to be watching Blue Planet later, so I want Blue Planet and a blue Manchester today. I don't know what I mean by that, but that'll do. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop streaming now. Hopefully, it'll be a good game. If you haven't already, obviously subscribe to this channel. Click the link down below somewhere, whatever. And I will see you. Oh, Kyle's late. Sorry, Kyle. Sorry, it's just too late, unfortunately, mate. But anyway, guys, I will see you all soon. You've all been absolutely beautiful. See you later, guys.